Why do two middle-class families in Mumbai end up on opposite financial paths over 20 years? Paisa paise ko kinchta hai, but starting bank balances don't tell the real story here. The actual gap lies in daily money habits passed quietly down through Indian households. Garib isn't just about income, it spreads through small financial choices made every morning. Kismat nahi, aadat badlo, because shifting 3 basic habits rewrites your family legacy. Morgan Housel sold over 4 million copies of The Psychology of Money by proving one simple truth. Financial success is not about high IQ, it's entirely about managing personal human behavior. In Indian homes, we master budget spreadsheets yet surrender to social pressure during festival shopping. A soft-spoken clerk in Bengaluru can out-accumulate a high-earning tech manager through steady discipline. Understanding this psychology exposes 3 costly mistakes an average middle-class earner repeats daily. Rule number 1 states clearly, Hashish ki ek kimat hoti hai. When you buy a flat in Delhi, you willingly accept 20 years of fixed home loan MEs. So why expect long-term market gains without paying the required price of emotional discomfort? Wealth creation charges an unseen fee made of patience, anxiety, and sleepless market downturns. Most investors treat volatility as a fine rather than the price ticket to future wealth. Ordering a hot Swiggy samosa gives instant comfort, while skipping it for gym workouts feels painful. Building compounding wealth follows the exact same physical health equation across urban India. You trade quick daily gratification for hard long-term stability and physical resilience. Without accepting short-term discomfort, expecting high portfolio returns remains a hollow dream. Yet when stock charts turn red, millions trade discipline for instant relief. During the March 2020 crash, terrified retail investors panicked and liquidated their equities at losses. They walked away declaring that the stock market is nothing more than pure juwa. Wealthy investors viewed that exact same market crash as a discounted entry ticket. They understand market dips are natural admission fees required to earn compound profits. Staying composed during downturns separates seasoned wealth builders from temporary market gamblers. The Nifty 50 index grew from 1,000 points in 1996 to over 22,000 in recent years. Yet millions of Indian SIP accounts were cancelled during temporary economic pullbacks. Those who quietly paid the fee of market turbulence captured massive long-term economic gains. Paying this price consistently builds financial freedom through India's broad growth story. Which brings us directly to the second major psychological trap destroying middle-class portfolios. Rule number 2 warns, Dusran ka game mat kalo when handling family money. An investor saving for a daughter's education plays an entirely different game than a day trader. Disaster strikes when long-term compounding plans take advice from short-term momentum speculators. You end up acting on rules designed for someone else's personal financial timeline. Consider how a single blue-chip stock looks completely different to these two groups. Take Reliance Industries stock trading around 3,000 rupees on a busy afternoon. To a momentum trader seeking 10 rupees profit by 3 p.m., it looks risky and overpriced. To a retirement investor holding for 15 years, it represents solid energy and retail infrastructure. Both perspectives are correct for their respective games, but dangerous when blindly mixed. One iconic Indian visionary gave us the ultimate masterclass in standing by your own game. Ratan Tata famously declared that he doesn't believe in taking right decisions. He takes decisions and then spends his focused energy making them right over time. When Tata acquired Jaguar Land Rover in 2008, critics loudly predicted immediate failure. He ignored short-term market noise, trusted his long-term vision, and turned the enterprise profitable. Staying anchored in your personal strategy is the only defense against social media noise. SEBI revealed that 9 out of 10 individual F&O traders incur significant financial losses. Yet social feeds flash luxury sports cars, promising fast wealth through options trading. Garib chases this external noise out of fear of missing short-term trends. Amir mindset ignores flash trades, sticking quietly to automated monthly mutual fund SIPs. Before we reveal the third crucial rule, here is a quick question for our community. If you have a personal money rule that outperforms standard advice, share it in the comments. Agar aappas video se beta koi financial insight hai, to please niche comment kijiye. Subscribe to join thousands of Indian families quietly building long-term financial freedom. Sharing real community experience helps everyone break free from generational debt traps. Now, let us examine rule number 3, the dangerous confusion between display and actual wealth. Rule number 3 demands that you stop showing off to impress distant acquaintances. Looking rich means spending money today, being wealthy means holding capital you haven't spent. Modern urban culture encourages high visual consumption to maintain social status. True financial independence relies entirely on equity assets and emergency reserves sitting unseen. This subtle difference explains why extravagant events frequently wreck family finances. Indian families routinely spend 20 lakh rupees on a 3-day lavish wedding event. Young professionals finance the latest iPhone using zero-cost EMIs just to match peers. Dikhawa creates immediate social approval while draining future investment capital. You trade decades of compounding freedom for a few hours of superficial applause. Contrast this display habit with how global business leaders handle personal luxury. Mukesh Ambani focuses relentless energy on business expansion and massive industrial cash flow. Warren Buffett still lives in the modest Omaha house he purchased back in 1958. Truly wealthy figures seek productive capital ownership, not continuous personal display. Their primary metric is financial freedom, not impressing random onlookers on the street. This brings us to a mathematical reality about expensive consumer goods. When you see someone driving a 10 lakh car, you know only one thing. That driver has 10 lakh rupees less in productive capital than before buying it. The vehicle depreciates 30% the moment wheels leave the dealer showroom. What looked like a symbol of wealth was actually an immediate transfer of net worth. This leads to evaluating traditional Indian assets like physical gold and family land. Indian households hold over 25,000 tons of physical gold stored inside home lockers. Jewelry gives emotional comfort, but physical gold generates zero active cash yield. Transitioning a portion from idle gold into sovereign gold bonds or equity index funds unlocks productivity. Productive assets pay interest or dividends while growing steadily alongside the economy. Modern digital tools in India make this capital transition simpler than ever before. India processed over 10 billion digital UPI payment transactions in a single month. Small daily UPI transfers for tea and snacks leak thousands of unmonitored rupees monthly. Using automated app tracking helps redirect those micro-leakages into micro-SIP equity investments. Disciplined daily tracking transforms casual spending habits into steady portfolio accumulation. Ultimately, these individual financial habits compound into complete multi-generational security. In Indian society, financial decisions naturally impact grandparents, parents, and children together. When you avoid high-interest consumer debt, you secure medical safety for aging parents. Building a solid corpus ensures your children start their adult careers without heavy liabilities. Your daily money mindset becomes the blueprint your children follow automatically. Choosing this quiet discipline is what ultimately protects your family's economic future. Real wealth isn't found in flashy luxury cars or noisy social media posts. It rests quietly in emergency funds, diversified equity portfolios, and debt-free family homes. Pay the price of market volatility, play your own financial game, and abandon empty dikhawa. The quiet choices made inside Indian living rooms today determine generational freedom tomorrow. Small daily shifts in your money habits end up quietly reshaping your family's destiny. Building true wealth has no magical shortcuts, multi-bagger tricks, or quick lottery shortcuts. A mere mindset is simply a daily decision to value long-term independence over short-term show. Start today by automated investments, resisting unnecessary EMIs, and standing by your strategy. Aapki aadat hai aapki ain wali generation ka future te karegi. The habits you choose to practice today are already writing the story your children will inherit.